Welcome back. In this update, I'm going to work on the Northeastern scale model church. It's an all-wood, plastic windows, laser cut, and very nicely done. So we're going to assemble that. So let's get over and start putting that one together. I just received this model. It's made by Northeastern Scale Models, and I understand that they are out of business. They went out of business a few years back, but the kits are still available. Laser cut. This is the Old South Church. So we're going to put that together. Let's check out and see what's in the box. Comes with a set of instructions. Looks like 2 pages. Detail and some of the pieces of how it goes together. This must be the roofing material. Looks like they provide plenty of that. And this is all laser cut wood. See if we can, it's like brickwork there. We'll probably go with spraying the mortar out first and then coming back and dry brushing the next coat, detailing out some of the bricks. So you've got the base. I see 3 walls. There's the 4th wall. And it looks like some of the pieces have come loose down below. This must be the steeple portion. And we have some very fine detailed pieces. And I'll have to read. This almost looks like the roof, but they may have given this material as layering it on, some, doing the shingle work type thing. Guess it'll help to read the instructions, so we'll put this one together. I've got a couple more steps done. I glued the 4 sides together with yellow wood glue, making sure the sides were gray. I did the same thing to the steeple area. I applied 2 coats of white to these surfaces, and then came back with a medium brown, just a little dry brushing, kind of to give it some aging or character to it, and did that to all these 3 pieces. Then come back with some different shades of brown I have. Kind of thinned them out just a touch, but came back and was detailing some of the wood stone in this. Maybe a half a dozen on each side. So we will complete that on the other pieces. We've got the detailing done on the church the way I wanted it, so we got that part of it put together. We've got the upper steeple parts, they're ready to go. So we're down to putting the trim on, and here's some couple pieces. This goes up on the steeple. On one side they give you kind of an alignment area. I left that, but on this side here it's going to show upward. I filled in with some modeling putty. Going to sand those off before I put a coat of primer on those. And we have the all of the trim pieces over here. We're going to paint those individually before we place them on the church. So we're getting those ready to go. The steeple, They give you the 4 sides. Probably one of the harder ones to kind of get together and hold and glue all 4 pieces together. I've got it so it would stay. I let it sit overnight. I came back, I noticed it was still a little bit weak. I used yellow glue for this, wood glue. I came back in and I put some, I think they're 16th inch pieces of square wood in here to give it support on the 4 corners. That made it a lot more stable. To clean up the corners and hide the gaps, a little more modeling putty there. We've got that ready to be primed out. In the kit they give you a couple pieces. This is kind of an L shape. They tell you no place where this goes. Not sure, best guess, I think maybe they wanted it to go up these 4 sides here on the steeple, but I'm just going to leave mine this way. Besides the roofing material, they also give you these 2 large green, I'm not sure what they are. I don't know if it's roofing material. So instructions are very vague on that part. So we'll what I like to do for the roofing area is get some shingle material and lay the shingle material on there. So we're going to clean these parts up that have the putty on them. We're going to come back in. We're going to primer these window treatment pieces and also the front door. And get those painted up, and then we'll get ready to assemble them into the church. Okay, I've painted all the window treatment. The inner panel I painted a light gray. The outer panel that goes on is black, and then they provide you the windows for inside, and they're actually a clear, I shouldn't say clear, it's a very faint blue tinted piece that goes in. So we'll start putting the windows in. Okay, I'm going to take my inside window trim piece here, and got a piece of wax paper here. I'm going to take that and put it flat down, and I have test fitted all these, made sure that they all fit, cleaned up the edges. Had to use a little bit of 320 sandpaper on the edges to make sure that they fit easily down in there. And then I've got some canopy glue here that I'm going to use to, in my toothpick, and kind of hold those in place. So I'm going to also use that canopy glue to hold the window glass in at the same time. Now that I have my glue in there, I've got the window glass, and we'll take that and push that down in there. Make sure it's flat. And we'll continue on with the next ones. Okay, we've got all the window treatments in, along with the glass behind that. And we installed the front door. Light brown woodwork with some darker accent brown trim around it. And then a trim piece goes on top of that. To go around the outer edge of there. So we're going to get those installed. I've actually got one installed back here. I use just a little bit of CA gel on this, a couple of different points on it. The gel gives you a little bit of time to get it centered correctly, so we'll get those put on. Okay, we've got all the window treatments on, and it's come out very nice so far. So I'm going to kind of stop here. I've got to make a decision on what type of shingles I want to put on. I don't like the roofing material that they provided. I've looked at the internet. If you have some ideas for the shingles, please put them in the comment. And we will put those on in the next update. Okay, that's going to bring this update to a close. This is going to be part 1 for the church. Part 2 is going to be doing the shingles. I was looking at rail scales shingles. If you've worked with their roofing material, I sure would like to have some comments. To me, it looks like it's in an entire sheet that you just put on the for your whole roof. I'm kind of wondering what they do for a ridge cap. So if you've worked with their product, please leave me a comment down below, and or if you know of a good shingle product, we're going to do that. The church, by the way, is its footprint is 4 inches in length and 2.5 inches wide. This church, I've decided that I'm not going to use it on my layout, but I have enjoyed putting it together. So I get done with part 2 here. I think I'm going to see if one of my viewers wouldn't like to have that. Also, it's going to be a couple weeks. I've ordered something that I've wanted for a while. I ordered a 3D printer. It's in kit form. I enjoy putting those things together and figuring out how it works and make it work better. So it's going to be a week, and my wife says we're going to do a vacation. I thank everybody for watching. Hope that you'll come back, subscribe, and have a great day.